That's a good ball up the wing there from Chu. But it's going to just come back into the Rovers half, and Ashley Strand in her first appearance in the highlighter orange kit, showing good control there. She was with Altitude last year, just played in the one game for Altitude. And that's a great through ball here. Cerny, she looks to see who she's got up with her. Forced back though, good defensive play there by Burnaby. Comes down to the edge of the box and the shot comes in, doesn't really have the power in it there from Nina Lewis, and that's easily dealt with by Sarah Lewin. Good end-to-end stuff to start this one, and a loose ball there from Sasha Merck is picked back up by Burnaby. Lewin just looking for some movement, distributes it out to the left wing. Colmel takes a touch, can't keep that one in, it's going to be out for a Rovers throw in, quickly taken by Sasha Merck. Sophia Kramer now tries to thread that through, that's asking a lot for Cerny to chase that one down, and Santiani will let that one just run behind for a goal kick for the home side. That's a nice through ball now, and it's a chance here for Burnaby. Streaking forward, it's a ball into the back post, comes to Kirsten Colomel, and it's off the right post. Could have gone anywhere, and it goes straight into the arms there of Ashley Strand. A great breakaway, Brianna Langeland showing the pace, getting onto that through ball, and sending a great pass into the back of the box there. Kirsten Colomel unable to connect on that, and an unfortunate bounce off the post into the arms of the Rovers keeper from a Burnaby perspective there. That's the best move of the afternoon so far. Burnaby having a lot of success up this right side, causing a few problems. And the Rovers will get a free kick. Bishop gets the ball immediately closed down there by Hallie Gogal. And it's won back by Burnaby. Johal now sent again on the right. This time she goes for this shot at the near post, and having to make herself very big there was Ashley Strand, and dealing with that one well. And again, Burnaby having good success up this right side. It's given away now by the Rovers. They feel a little bit rattled here by this pressure from Burnaby. Johal getting the ball there from Gogal and trying to touch that inside to Langeland, but takes a deflection and runs through to Strand, and now TSS will bring it back out. It's a ball forward, but Cerny clearly in an offside position there. Flag up very quickly on the far side. And a great block there from Nina Lewis. Brings a throw up though for Burnaby just inside their own half. Long throw forward, takes a bounce. And it's well kept in there by Lewis. Kramer forced back. It's really good pressing play by Burnaby here. But that long ball forward now for Nina Lewis. She's got a couple of options in the middle if she can get onto this, but she slips on the wet turf. I mentioned about the rain that we've had here this morning, and you're seeing the full effects of it there as Lewis just unable to keep her footwork. TSS had got numbers forward. And I think that rain might have come back on. I'm just hearing it hitting off our tent here. That's going to make a slick surface even more slick out there. Van Gelder with the boot in. Can't get brought down by the Rovers, and this will go all the way back to Sarah Lewin. Such a good experienced goalkeeper. Back-to-back GNAC championships as well with SFU in the last 2 seasons. That's a through ball here. Well played defensively there though from Michaela Hunter. Jessica Merck trying to get on the edge of that. Hunter holding her off, getting an outstretched leg to it, but it's going to be behind for the first corner of the afternoon for TSS. Katie Bishop standing over this. Are they going to go short? In fact, in the end, it's just a horrible corner there from Bishop as Colemel gets it, and Van Gelder not messing about there. There's going to be a breakaway on, not on her watch, and a big arm in the back there. Burnaby turn the ball over again. There's been a few turnovers in the last couple of minutes from both sides. Lewis inside to Merck. Again, the pressing game forcing TSS to go backwards. Bishop now. Long ball forward and skips off the surface into the arms of Sarah Lewin. Chasing that one down was Caitlin Cerny. It's been a fast-paced first 15 minutes here, and both sides playing a very good pressing game so far. Neither team able to really get time to think on the ball. We've seen it again there as Ferrimo, her pressure wins the ball back. She touches that inside, but back mopping it up is Eva Rodriguez, playing a captain's role for BFC. Langelan chests that down. Now she's got room. Another good ball out to the wing for Joe Howe to chase down, but Strand is quickly off her line and mops this one up. Ashley Strand, 2 years under her belt in the college game with Queen's Gales. Has only played 3 halves of football though over those 2 seasons. The reason for that being Kirsten Tynan, the Queen's Gales goalkeeper, as the other goalkeeper, Sarah Lewin, picks this one up. It's kind of a passing of the torch, both at Queen's Gales and here at TSS, as Ashley Strand, I would imagine, is going to be taking over the starting goalkeeper duties for Queen's in her 3rd year next year. Kirsten Tynan graduating and earning a professional contract with Vancouver Rise. As I mentioned, Strand, the 4th different goalkeeper so far used by TSS, as the flag up very quickly on the far side there. As Sophia Kramer, the UBC Thunderbird, tried to chase that one down. Just getting some treatment on the far side is Michaela Hunter. I wonder if it's possibly a nosebleed. She certainly did touch her nose there, but she's back at the halfway line waiting to get brought on. And Hunter is back on the field, still touching her nose, so maybe just got a little bit off a knock in that challenge that she had a few minutes ago. A great challenge as well against Jessica Merck. No options again for TSS, and Sophie Campbell playing that one all the way back to Strand. He'll try and get something going up the other side, and that's a dangerous loose ball there from Van Dolder. Didn't really have the pace on it to get to Bishop, and Burnaby were on that so quickly, and they've won the ball back again here. Burnaby's had some good movement so far, especially up this right side, but that's asking a lot from Jo Howe to keep that one in, and that's going to run out. He says quickly back in to play. Lewis now. That just runs into the foot off Cerny, but almost runs favourably for Farimo. Burnaby not taking any chances there and playing that one into touch. Kramer back to Chu. She'll switch it along the back line. Bishop showing her experience there, and so much of what TSS does go through the number 12, Katie Bishop. She's played in all 4 of their games so far, has 1 assist to her name this season. This is her 3rd year in League One. Katie Bishop played for TSS in 22 and 24, wasn't able to play in 2023 due to an injury, and at 30 years old is the oldest player on this TSS roster, or regular roster. There is one older player in May Holbenshield. Oh, apologies, sorry, she is no older. So yeah, Katie Bishop is the oldest player from a TSS point of view. Eva Rodriguez at 32, the captain for Burnaby, the oldest player on the pitch right now, and you need these experienced players when it's a lot of young players. And Burnaby in their first few games, a lot of their young 17-year-olds making the step up from their youth team, and they've had some significant minutes so far in League One this year, whilst waiting for the college players to kind of come back. And a couple of key college players back for Burnaby this afternoon on the bench, and that's the Connell sisters, Bella and Katie, a couple of 18-year-olds who play their football down in NCAA Division 1 at Bucknell University. Expect to see both of them getting their first action of the 2025 L1BC season at some point in this game. But 20 minutes gone here, still scoreless at Burnaby Lake. And again, good hustle from Burnaby, wins it back. Now Jo Howe gets the return pass here. She's got a little bit of space ahead of her. Bishop in front, twisting, turning away is Jo Howe. That's well closed down by Lewis. And now TSS will get something going the other way. Farimo looking for the runner that just wasn't there. And they'll hold things up, and now it's sent forward, but Kramer's got a lot of work to do to get in the end of that, and Burnaby now will bring this one out. Rodriguez so penned into her own final third there. She was trying to win the free kick, I think, but in the end the home side do come away with the ball. Jo Howe again in some good space. She'd strayed into an offside position there, but got herself back on. Jo Howe now, couple of options. Nice little touch outside there. Camille Baird trying to get the cross in, but very quickly closed down by Nina Louis. And that brings up the first Burnaby corner of the afternoon. Jo Howe sends a good one to the back of the box, over the head of everyone of her teammates, and what a stunning strike that was! Top left corner, finished beautifully from Camille Berg. the 18-year-old, and it's her first goal in League 1 BC. And in the 22nd minute, Burnaby are off and running here at Burnaby Lake. It's Burnaby FC 1, TSS Rovers 0. And that brings the home fans to their feet there. That was a lovely finish from Camille Berg. What have TSS got in response here? It was a good corner that was floated in initially from Joe Howe.
Number 17, Camille Berg. In the 22nd minute.
And that ball will just fall into the arms of Lewin. I think you're going to struggle to see a better strike anywhere in League 1 BC on the men or the women's side this afternoon. Berg, not known as a goal scorer, more known for her good defensive play as a fullback and a centre back, but the 18-year-old, one of those players I was talking about that's come through the Burnaby FC Youth Academy, playing in the 2007 girls team. But TSS immediately back, trying to get back on level terms here. Kramer gets the ball from Lewis, takes a touch inside, but she's under great pressure there and attention from Rodriguez and the Rovers. Forced back here. Ferrimo skips away, makes room, through ball to Cerny, and it just comes out off a Burnaby foot. Chu deciding to let that go out for the throw, and quickly taken though by TSS. Lewis now. Kramer flicks that on, looking for Ferrimo. Kramer still battling away there, and it's well headed clear. But the Rovers pick up the loose ball in the middle of the Burnaby half. That's a nice looping ball into the box. That's just going to run and skip away though from Cerny on this slick surface, and it's going to be behind for a Burnaby goal kick, and Sarah Lewin will just calm things down a little bit. Playing out the back is Burnaby, but the pressing game again from TSS. Ferrimo. When I had seen the initial lineup for this one, they had Ferrimo playing, really leading the front line in the 4-4-2, but she seems to have dropped a lot deeper in the game, whether that is by plan or just how the game has played out. That's a nice through ball here for Kramer. Takes a touch inside and goes for the shot to the near post, but it's easily held by Lewin. That goal from Camille Berg incidentally makes her the fourth different scorer for Burnaby FC so far this season. No one able to get more than one goal to their name so far for Burnaby. Kramer. Nice touch outside for Chu. Can she keep it in? She does, but the flag is up on the far side and it's offside for TSS. And once again, Burnaby can relax, regroup and slow things down at the back. Burnaby have certainly looked the more dangerous through the first half of the first half here. Both teams have enjoyed a lot of possession, but the best chances have come from the home side, and capitalising it if you're just joining us in the 22nd minute with a beautiful finish from Camille Berg. Bishop flicks it on, but it's just won back by Burnaby. And a through ball there from Fraser, mopped up by the Rovers defence, and they'll move it along the back line. Van Dolder gets it out to Merck. Lewis now, it's a through ball for Cerny to chase down, but it just has too much on it, and that'll run all the way through to Lewin. Throw out by Lewin. Brought down well now, up the wing here for Joe Howe to get forward. Evades the first challenge, getting forced to the outside. Joe Howe still has it. It's a good ball to the back post, and it just runs away there from Kirsten Colmel. And the Rovers again lucky that there was no one to get on the end of a good ball. Sarah Joe Howe has been fantastic through the first half hour here. She's causing a lot of problems up this right wing. Right now, TSS are really struggling to handle Sarah Joal's pace, and here she goes again, but that is asking a lot of her to try and get onto the end of that. Jo Howe, 17-year-old, who will be going to play her college soccer as a rookie down in the University of Hawaii. It's a pretty nice university placement if you can get that one. And Jo Howe is another one of those players that's come through this Burnaby FC 2007 girls team. It's a very good pathway that Burnaby FC have put in place. We saw a little bit of it last year, and we've seen a lot more this year. We saw it on the men's side in particular last year. There's a lot of the academy graduates made it through to the L1BC side. And now another chance here as the ball comes in from Gogal, but it just runs through everyone until it finds a TSS boot. Now Nina Lewis with the through ball, and again Cerny offside, just getting on the other side of the defender there. It looked like it was going to be offside, immediately looked to the far side, and the linesman quickly up with his flag there. Just going back to what I was saying though, it's great to see teams like Burnaby, TSS, Nanaimo, Langley United now as well, and Unity with Surrey United. They've got this pathway that these young players that play in these academies can see a path to pro. Now that the NSL is here on the women's side as well, there's very much a pathway to pro in both the men and the women's game here in Canada. And Langelan spinning Lewis away there, and she hits the deck. TSS playing along their backline immediately, playing themselves into danger from this pressing game from Burnaby. Kat Tomic has clearly seen that this is a good game plan to put this backline of TSS under pressure, as the Rovers try to get something going up the other end, and it'll just run through to Lowen once again. Burnaby FC head coach Kat Tomic, born in Canada, brought up in Croatia. She's a senior lead at Burnaby FC and was assistant on the League One side last year, as we're going to get our first substitution of the game. And
Sub in the 32nd minute.
Don't know if this was planned or if there was a little knock there for Sarah Johal, but she's caused so many problems this afternoon and making way now.
In for number 9,
And it's Katie Connell, the number 14, making her first League 1BC appearance of the season, back from Bucknell University for the summer. Jo Howell's put in a fantastic shift. I was just singing her praises about how well she was doing out on that right hand side, and a bit of a surprising substitution, I've got to say, from just what I've seen in this game, but being replaced by a very good player in Katie Connell, the 18-year-old who can play on the wing. She can play as a front player and also as an attacking midfielder. This is Katie Connell's third year in League 1BC. She was with Unity in 2023, had a couple of games there, 8 games for the Whitecaps last year, where she chipped in a couple of goals. And she's had a fantastic rookie season down at Bucknell University. 5 goals and 3 assists. She was second on the team in terms of points. And I spoke about the pace of Jo Howe on that right hand side. Katie Connell has got an engine in her as well, so watch for her to kind of be a like for like replacement here on the right hand side for Burnaby. Her first involvement there, can't bring that ball down. Lewis takes it off her feet, but it's given away by Merck, and now it's a chance for Burnaby to get forward. Colmel's through ball though snuffed out by Van Dolder. Up the wing looking for Farimo, but easily cut out by Burnaby, and they'll switch this now out to the right hand side. And the goal scorer, Camille Berg, the right back, playing it up the right wing, looking for Katie Connell. Right idea, but just cut out well by the Rovers. Now Van Dolder with a long ball forward for Cerny. This time she is onside, and she runs through to this one. Takes a touch, forced wide though. She needed to hit that first time. Don't think she liked the bounce as it came through, and a bit of a wasted opportunity there for TSS. They do get a corner out of it though. It's their third of the first half. It was a great ball forward there from Van Dolder, and I don't know if it was just she didn't like the bounce on the turf to allow her to get the shot off, but TSS will have to settle for a corner instead, and the corner out comes in. Lewin gets some fists on it, punched in. Farimo sends it into the box. It's bouncing around, comes out to Bishop. She fires a low one in. It's very well held there by Sarah Lewin. Good response here from TSS from falling behind, as we're into the last 9 minutes now of the first half here at Burnaby Lake. Reminder, if you want to get in touch during the broadcast to chat about this game, you can do so in a variety of ways, which we'll come to in a sec, as Connell twisting away there and getting a free kick from the tackle from Nina Lewis. If you want to get in touch during the game, you can do so on Twitter at AFTN Canada, Blue Sky on AFTN, or shoot us an email, aftncanada@hotmail.com. We'd love to hear from you and make these broadcasts interactive, as Berg sends a good delivery into the box. Van Dolder heads it out. Chu now knees it down. That's straight into the face of Berg, who doesn't shirk away from that one. That certainly would have hurt Camille Berg. Probably still buzzing full of adrenaline from her fantastic strike in the 22nd minute. If you haven't seen that, if you're late in joining us, wind the game back to the 22nd minute at half time, because you don't want to not see that goal from Camille Berg. Beautiful volley into the top left hand corner. Striker's finish from the fullback. Ferrimo, another through ball for Cerny. That definitely seems to be the MO for TSS this afternoon, is to try and get these through balls for Caitlin Cerny to run onto. Cerny making her first appearance of the season for TSS after coming on a good rookie season in Canada West with the UBCO Heat. It's the fourth official calling the referee over. Something happening on the Burnaby bench. I'm guessing something was said. The Burnaby bench pleading their innocence there and looking a little confused as to what happened. But Miguel Carrillo over and giving a warning. Rovers now bring this one out. Another game underway in the women's side in L1BC this afternoon, and it's a 1-0 lead for Nanaimo over Langley with 5 minutes to go in that one. A 9th minute goal from Lauren Gray. Senny does well to keep hold of that ball. The touch outside to Kramer. Makes room for this shot or cross into the near post, but Lewin more than a match dealing with that one. It's a long kick forward from Lewin. It's flicked on. Campbell rising above everyone to win it back. Campbell again with the header. Berg just hitting the deck there. She played that through with a big smile on her face. Probably still replaying that goal over in her head. But the Rovers have the throw in. Lewis immediately put under pressure by Berg, and her little touch wins it back. Connell though can't dig it out the turf. Kramer telling her teammates to push forward there. Ferrimo now takes a touch, turns away, looking for the pass. Again tries to play that through to Cerny. Bit of a misplaced pass there from Santiani. Merck keeps it in on the far side, needs a little bit of help, plays it back now to Ferrimo. And Ferrimo keeping hold of that, going for the shot. Nice idea, just didn't get the direction or too much power in that, and that isn't going to trouble Sarah Lewin as we move into the last 4 minutes here in Burnaby. And Lewin will just slow things down here as the first half. The minutes ticking down here. Burnaby lacked a little bit of spark offensively since Joe Howe went off. They'll be looking to try and get that back as the throw in over the head there of Langelan, and quickly off her line is Ashley Strand. Kramer looking for some channel to play the ball to, still keeping hold of it, and eventually has a chance to play it out wide to Merck, up the line to Farimo. Farimo does well there, skip away from Taylor Morris, but Morris recovers well and also wins the free kick as well, and that's going to be a yellow card out for Farimo. I think a little bit of frustration creeping in there from Sophia Farimo, the 21-year-old who made the move to SFU from Fraser Valley Cascades for last year's college season. Won a GNAC championship with the Red Leafs as well, played in 18 of their games. No goals from Farimo, just the one assist, and she's really hit the ground running though in League 1BC for the Rovers with 2 goals so far through the first 4 matches. And it's a very stacked bench for TSS, some really big hitters on there. Not sure if that was a little bit of rest or trying to come out strong in the second half from Kevin Booker, but the likes of Delana Friesen, Claire Yee, Maya Smith, all on the bench for TSS this afternoon. 3 of the top performers really for the Rovers in the first part of this League One season. And that's another ball forward. It's a really good ball in the end, but Cerny just not able to get on the end of that. But Caitlin Chu with a really nice ball forward there. Cerny just trying to put a little bit of pressure on Lewin. Chu brings that one down. Keeping an eye on the 4th official for how much time we're going to get added on at the end of the first half here. But imagine maybe about 2 minutes from the couple of stoppages that we've seen. And now Bishop gets onto this through ball. She's in on goal. She tucks it away past Sarah Lewin. And we're tied up here in the 45th minute. Katie Bishop does so well to get onto that and gets her first goal of the season for TSS Rovers, and we're all tied up here at Burnaby Lake. It's Burnaby FC 1, TSS Rovers 1, right on the stroke of half time.
TSS goal in the 45th minute by number 12, Katie.
And it is going to be a minimum of 2 minutes getting added on here in stoppage time. And Katie Bishop getting in a very advanced position. We more see her in the central midfield role, but now the other end, Rodriguez, and she thought about the shot and she needed to take it there. Maybe just didn't have the confidence, but it looked like the shot was on. And she's going to have to settle for a corner instead. She'd made room for herself and it looked like the shot was on. Maybe she just didn't fancy the view that she had, but from my view kind of right behind her, it did look like a great chance to try and fire one in to Ashley Strand. Burnaby though will settle for a corner kick here. Comes in, eludes everyone and runs through and out of the box. Beck's ball forward cut out, and Kramer tries to get away, and Berg just sticking a foot out there. Little smile from Camille Berg. Don't know if she was maybe expecting the card to come out. We've only had the one booking so far, and that went the way of Farimo for TSS. In the dying seconds now of stoppage time, is there time for anything? No, there's not. Referee Miguel Carrillo blows the half-time whistle, and we're all square here at Burnaby Lake. It's Burnaby 1, TSS 1. Camille Berg opening the scoring in the 22nd minute for the home side. The visitors on the stroke of half-time, Katie Bishop with a nice run through and finish in the 45th. All tied up at 1-1. We'll be back for the second half. Go stick the kettle on, grab your biscuit of choice, and join us for the second half of this Burnaby derby. Welcome back to Burnaby Lake for the second half of this L1BC Women's Division matchup. It's the Burnaby Derby, and we're all square, tied up at 1 apiece between Burnaby and TSS Rovers, and it's Burnaby getting the action underway in their all-black jerseys with the gold numbers and trim going from right to left in the second half. TSS Rovers in the all-red with the white numbers and trim going from left to right, and it was a very entertaining first half. Both teams playing a really good pressing game, but also carving out a few good chances as well. 2 good goals if you weren't with us. Camille Berg with an absolute cracking finish, the right back volleying home as a corner was headed to her just inside the box, finishing with aplomb into the top left hand corner. And then in the 45th minute, Katie Bishop tied it up for TSS, getting on to a Sophia Ferrimo through ball, running in on goal and tucking it past Sarah Lewin. That's where we stand. It's 2 teams with 1 win apiece on the season, and 2 teams that really would like a win this afternoon to get their season fully up and running. And it would be a brave person really to kind of guess where the outcome of this one is heading. It's 2 very evenly matched teams, it feels, out there, as Merck tries the little fancy flick, but it's brought down well by Burnaby. Doesn't look like either team has made any substitutions for this second half. And Burnaby getting a free kick in the second minute here. Caitlin Chu pleading her innocence. In fact, it looks like it's gone out for a goal kick initially, but the referee calling it back for the challenge didn't like something that he saw there. And now Burnaby have a great free kick opportunity here. Ashley Strand lining up 2 players in the wall for TSS. The free kick comes in, it's a good delivery, it's headed clear by Van Dolder. Bit of a misplay from Burnaby, but good play to win that back in the end. Gogal couldn't bring it down from the header and kept the pressure on, but TSS do get the ball back. Nice delivery in for that free kick. And Burnaby still keeping the pressure on. Just runs away. And there has, I think, been 1 sub in the second half. In fact, no, there hasn't, so scrub that. Rodriguez breaks that play up, looking for some movement, is under pressure from Kramer, throwing though to Burnaby, quickly taken up the line. There's numbers forward here for Burnaby. It's a good ball into the box, it's headed clear, it's going to come back though, and the shot comes to the back post. I think that was a shot come cross there. Colmel does well to keep that in. Colmel, great delivery, and it runs through everyone. It's bouncing about the TSS box. No one in a black jersey can get their foot on it. Rodriguez though plays it out, and that's another dangerous ball whipped in there from Camille Berg, and just eludes the 2 black jerseys in the box. Colmel at the back post and Langelan in the middle of the box, neither able to get a connection on that one. Burnaby certainly started the second half the stronger of the 2 teams here. Ferrimo, lovely footwork from Ferrimo. spinning away there, and it's a through ball. It was almost inch perfect there to Kramer, but very well read and cut out there by Morris. Been a very entertaining matchup for our League 1 BC featured game. Believe we had some issues at the start of the feed, so I'll give you the lineups for the players that are on the pitch just now. For Burnaby, in goal, number 1 Sarah Lewin, number 2 Caris Fraser, number 4 Michaela Hunter, number 6 Hallie Gogal, number 11 Kirsten Colmel, number 14, she came on as a sub towards the end of the first half, Katie Connell, 17 is Camille Berg, 20 is Eva Rodriguez, 21 Brianna Langelan, 24 Taylor Morris, and 25 Isabella Santiani. Rovers trying to get something going, and there has been a substitution for the Rovers. Number 20, Delana Friesen, has come on at half time. I thought I had seen that and then I wasn't 100% sure, but try and find out who has made way. The app has not been updated yet. I was surprised to see Friesen starting on the bench for this one, I do have to say. The 24-year-old, one assist so far on the season, but last year was playing pro over in Ireland for Treaty United. She had a really good 2023 season for TSS, Delana Friesen. 13 games, 8 goals and 2 assists in total. And by process of elimination, it's number 10, Caitlin Cerny, that has made way for the Rovers. And it's Friesen bringing that ball down. Morris, though, over well to poke it away. Friesen still on it. Touch inside to Kramer. Kramer goes to the outside, makes room for herself, hits the byline. It's a great cross, and what a acrobatic save there from Sarah Lewin. A couple of Rovers waiting to pounce on that. It was good work by Friesen, but a very spectacular stop there from the Burnaby keeper. Kramer pulls it back, makes room for herself, gets the shot off, and that's straight down the throat though of Lewin. Putting on the jets there is Camille Berg, just over hits that though in the end. It's a great run forward from the right back. She's had a very strong game for Burnaby through the first 53 minutes of this one, getting her first League 1 BC goal as well. Pitch still a little bit slippy, as you can tell. I think or hope that the rain has gone away for the day now. Verimo plays that forward to Fraser. It's a touch inside to Kramer. Making the run here now though is Sasha Merck. Return ball to Friesen. It's just ahead of her, and back doing her defensive duties again is Taylor Morris. It's given away though by Burnaby. Kramer now, couple of options, she's looking to see what the best one is. Still keeping hold of the ball. It's out now to Sasha Merck. She slides in to get to that, but that was never really going to get directed into a cross towards goal. First 5 minutes of the second half certainly belonged to Burnaby. Second 5 minutes of the second half definitely belonged to TSS. I'll give you the TSS players on the pitch just now as well, if you weren't able to pick those up at the start. In goal is number 1, Ashley Strand. And I'll break off there as Nina Lewis gets the ball out wide from Kramer. Kramer gets a return pass. Skips into the box, goes for goal, and again well held by Sarah Lewin. That was great footwork by Sophia Kramer to get that chance set up. Kramer, the UBC Thunderbird, been with the T-Birds for 3 years, 25 games under her belt, and a couple of goals as well for UBC. Back-to-back national championships on the women's side for UBC. And a big bulk of that UBC squad playing under the Thunderbirds head coach Jessie Simons on the North Shore for Altitude. Sasha Merck now inside to Friesen. She's dropped a little bit deeper here. TSS keeping it alive. Jessica Merck now. Nice through ball for her sister to run onto. Can Sasha get to that? Again, Taylor Morris over, doing very good defensive work. She's been excellent in the back for Burnaby this afternoon. Jessica Merck now sending that into the back post. That's going to just bounce and skip away though for Remo. Now I can finally give you the TSS players on the pitch just now. Ashley Strand in goal. Number 2 is Caitlin Chu. Sophia Ferrimo, the number 8. 11 is Sophia Kramer. 12 Katie Bishop. 15 Erin Van Dolder. 16 Jessica Merck. 17 Sophie Campbell. 21 Nina Lewis. 23 Sasha Merck. And coming on at half time was number 20 Delana Friesen. Burnaby playing it along their back line. Lewin with the big boot up. Van Dolder does well to break that up, but running onto it is Kirsten Colomel. Colomel powers into the box. It's a good ball. Takes a deflection along the top of the box. Gogal keeps it alive though. Gets it back. She's trying to spin her way through 3 TSS defenders. And in the end, Kramer back doing defensive duty for the Rovers, and TSS will bring this one out. Both teams looking very good and very fast in transition. Aside from the one breach so far, both defences have put in a very good showing. Lewis forward to Friesen. She tried to touch that onto Ferrimo. That was well read by Burnaby. Colmel now, and Merck with a huge challenge coming in, and Ferrimo wins a free kick for that little trip on her there from Katie Connell. 2 very good benches this afternoon. TSS though in particular have a very strong and potent attacking bench. Friesen tries to play that through to Ferrimo, does at the second attempt. It's bouncing around everywhere, and that ball just cannons off Santiani there, and she goes down in a heap as that one crashed off her head, and the referee right away stopping the game for the head knock. And Sarah Lowen out to check on her SFU Red Leafs teammate. Santiani, her 3rd appearance of the season this afternoon. She played 6 games for Burnaby last year, including the semi-final and final, getting the start in both of those games. Didn't see any time on the pitch for SFU in her rookie season in 2024, but she'll be looking to impress this League One campaign and push on for Carlo Basso's side in her sophomore year. The trainer just checking that Isabella is okay Maybe looking a little bit groggy as she gets up there. I do wonder if that might be her done for the afternoon. It was some whack that she took. And just slowly walking off the pitch. It does look like Burnaby are set to make 2 substitutions here. As we move past the hour mark here at Burnaby Lake, it's been an entertaining Burnaby derby so far. Tied up at 1 apiece, all still to play for. I'm not sure who I've got as the favourites just now. Both teams very evenly matched, as I said. And Santiani is making way, and that's actually going to force a 3 substitutions here. So the first substitution making way is number 11, Kirsten Colmel. Coming on is number 23, making her first appearance of this season, Peyton Enns. Also going off is number 2, Caris Fisher. And coming on is number 10, Bella Connell.
Let's go, Peyton!
And Isabella Santiani making way, and coming on the third substitution, number 23. So that is Peyton Enns. Here's the third substitution now. Referee board not ready yet, but it's going to be Emily McAdam, the number 19, that is coming on. As we get the action underway, McAdam's just going to have to wait to come on just now. So Burnaby down to 10 for now, as the Rovers pushing, getting a corner. And the flag actually up for offside. We are going to get that substitution now as Emily McAdam heads on to the pitch. So Santiani, Colmel and Fraser making way for Burnaby. And both the Connell sisters on for Burnaby now, Bella and Katie. Bella making her first appearance of the season, as it's her sister Katie in the thick of the action there. Can't get onto that ball, and it's ushered back to Ashley Strand. The two twin sisters, Bella and Katie, back from Bucknell University Bisons. Bella only featured in 2 pre-season games for the Bisons, so she'll be looking to impress in L1BC. Was with Unity in the past 2 seasons, only playing 1 game each year.
For BFC, player number 2, Karis Fraser, out, and player number 10, Bella Connell, in. Another substitution for BFC is player number 11, Kristen
Rovers
Coleman.
another long ball forward, and Rodriguez back mopping that up before Friesen can get onto it. Merck though wins it back for the Rovers. It's taken off her foot by Goga, and a stretch and challenge there from Jessica Merck, and that's bringing out the second yellow card of the afternoon.
And player,
so that's for Remo and Jessica Mark, both on yellow cards now for TSS. And again, 4th official Colin Miguel Carrillo over to the sideline. And again, he's heading over to the Burnaby bench, and a yellow card thrown the way to head coach Kat Tomic. Not sure if it is Kat that's got it. She is certainly speaking away to the 4th official, and not happy.
Another substitution for TSS. Number 11, Sophia Kramer out, and number 7, Claire Yee in.
And a foul in the box there on Van Dolder, as we're going to get another yellow card out from the referee, and it's the first one going the way of Burnaby to the player that's just come on, Peyton Enns. She's been on the pitch for about 3 minutes and has already picked up a yellow card for her first challenge of the game. There's been a substitution as well for TSS in the thick of that as well. Number 11, Sophia Kramer, making way, and number 7, Claire Yee, is on now for the Rovers. Yee in her 3rd year playing in League One, 3rd year with TSS. She played in 2022, missed the 2023 season due to an ACL injury, and then back with the Rovers last year. She got 4 goals in her first season, just the 1 goal last season, but she's already got 1 goal and 1 assist this time around. So Yee is on for her 5th appearance of the season. It's given away there by Merck. It's won back by Rodriguez. She evades the tackle. Up the wing there, looking to try and get that to Enns, but it just runs away from her. Friesen shielding the ball. It's a nice return pass there to Merck. She plays up the wing for Yee, and we know that Yee has got pace, but again over, doing fantastic defensive work there is Taylor Morris. And this shot coming in, not troubling Sarah Lewin there. As we move into the midway point of the second half, still tied up at 1 apiece, both goals coming in the first half. Both teams have looked lively in the second, but not too many clear-cut goal scoring opportunities so far for either side. Rovers win the ball back, out to Merck on the right. Sasha Merck inside to Ferrimo. She's immediately put under pressure by Taylor Morris, who forces her all the way back into her own half. Give and go there between Lewis and Bishop. Now it's out to Merck. Comes back inside to Nina Lewis. Yee trying the audacious back heel to play in Friesen. Rovers still have the ball. Friesen gets it this time. She pokes it through to Yee. She stumbled on the way through. Appealing to the referee that there was a little tug on her jersey there. Referee not having any of that. And Rovers will rebuild out the back. And we get another substitution now for the home side. Making way is number 21, Brianna Langelan.
Dariella Lopez in for player number 21, Brianna Langelan.
And coming on for Burnaby there is the number 31, Dariella Lopez. Another SFU red leaf on the pitch. Lopez, a rookie with the Red Leafs this past season, played in 17 of their games. Co-led the team in goals with 7 and also had 4 assists. She was the GNAC Freshman of the Year as she won her first GNAC title with SFU. So she will undoubtedly bring a spark to this front line for Burnaby as they look to try and get the breakthrough. Feels like the next goal could prove to be the winner for these two evenly matched teams. And Friesen trying to bulldoze her way through there, but again the Burnaby defence standing firm. Van Dolder flicked on by Yee. Great work by Friesen. She's in on goal. She tucks it away. Delana Friesen, a beautiful move from TSS. Van Dolder played it forward to Yee. It's the little touch from Yee that sprung Friesen, and she finishes that beautifully. It's her first goal of the 2025 season, and in the 72nd minute, the Rovers complete the comeback and they lead Burnaby 2-1 here at Burnaby Lake. That brings the Swan Guardians to my left to full voice. And that's Claire Yee's second assist on the year to go with Friesen's first goal. And Burnaby, who looked in control for big chunks of the first half, now have it all to do. TSS haven't beaten Burnaby in the women's side in their 2 meetings so far. Burnaby have 1 win, the other was a 2-2 draw at Swangard last year.
Wait, do you know what it means when it won't, like, it will say connection not established? Like, I can't change, like, everything looks like it's fine, but I can't change the score.
Friesen plays it out to Merck. Friesen incidentally becoming the 6th TSS player to find the back of the net so far this 2025 season. Claire Yee moves into the lead on the team on 2 assists now as well. Burnaby still very much in this, but they've kind of struggled to get much of an attack going. After the first 5 minutes of the second half, TSS have kind of dominated play, but they've got some key players on, including Lopez through the middle, as this ball comes out to Peyton Enns. She looks up, she sees Lopez in the middle, gets it through, looking for it, but it's cut out by TSS, and a big boot from Merck will just send that one away. Peyton Enns has certainly brought a little spark on the left wing since coming on, and with the free scoring Lopez through the middle, Burnaby will fancy their chances to find the leveller in this. Time is running out for them. They've got just over 16 minutes now to get it. And the Rovers will try and slow things down, try and run some minutes off the clock here. And a bit of a rare misplay there from Friesen, but she wins the ball back, and a crunching challenge coming in from Enns. She's going to have to watch because she is on a yellow card, but it was a fair 50-50 one there, as Friesen and Enns getting into it a little bit. Neither one of those players wanting to give an inch, as Bishop with a big challenge wins it back. Claire Yee now tries and touch inside, looking for Farimo. Farimo battles through. Yee still battling away, and Farimo wins it back for the Rovers. She tries to play that through, looking for Yee. There's too many black jerseys there, and Taylor Morris over again. Friesen with the little kick there. I do wonder if that's a little bit of payback for the challenge earlier, She does give a yep. I acknowledge that to the referee. And that's the third player going in the book now for TSS. So Farimo, Jessica Merck and Friesen all on yellows for the Rovers. Peyton ends on a yellow for Burnaby.
Card for TSS in the 75th minute, number 20, Delana Friesen.
Morris, long free kick forward, finding the head of Erin van Dolder, who's been pretty solid in the centre of that TSS defence. And van Dolder, more used to seeing her playing in the midfield for the Rovers this year, can play both positions, and she's looked very good back there this afternoon for the Rovers. And you feel that TSS are going to have quite a bit of defending to do here in the last 15 minutes, as Burnaby are going to throw everything at them. I thought they had won themselves a corner there, but that was well kept in by TSS, and they get the ball clear. Friesen now takes a touch to get away from Burnaby, keeps hold of the ball though, and she's still battling away. Wins the free kick for her efforts as well. Friesen, the 24-year-old from Alberta, and I mentioned played last season over in the Irish Premier with Treaty United, one of a number of players on that Treaty United side that had come from Canada and come from BC and League One. And she had a fantastic season over in Ireland, 25 games in total, 6 goals, 8 assists. Was voted the Treaty United Players Player of the Year and the best playmaker as well. And really thought that Delana Friesen would get a look in the NSL from one of the teams, and hasn't, at least so far. So she's going to feel that she's got a point to prove in League One this year. As she weighs up her options, she's going to want to get back into the pro ranks again sooner rather than later. And if she keeps getting finishes like she had this afternoon, then that could be coming, as she sent crashing down to the deck there by Morrison. Looks to have landed badly on her right shoulder as well. Looks to be in a lot of pain there. Looked a fairly innocuous challenge really, but just landed really heavily. And this will be a concern for TSS if she is not good to continue. Burnaby in the meantime making another substitution. Coming on is number 7 Julie DeRom, and making way number 6 Hallie Gogal. DeRom coming on for her third appearance of this season. She already has 1 goal to her name. Both teams using this as an opportunity to get a little bit of a group chat. Friesen making her way off. We'll see if she is good to continue. Just kind of stretching her shoulder out. I think she is going to be good to go. She comes over to get some water as well. She's just working that shoulder out. It's not the hardest of turf fields out there, so there is that for her landing. And the way that she's played since she's come on at half-time, TSS will definitely want to try and keep Delana Friesen out there to the end of this one. It looks like she is going to be good to continue, as the Rovers now get their free kick taken. Merck inside to her sister. Jessica Merck, the number 16, is 24. Sasha Merck, the younger of the 2 sisters. Sasha, 20 years old. Just had to check that there because I didn't have that written down. .10 minutes and stoppage time remaining here at Burnaby Lake. It's the Burnaby derby, and TSS Rovers have the 1-goal advantage just now. Just a reminder to everyone as well, if you haven't been following the changes this year, no playoffs and no championship game this year on either the men or the women's side. It is a straight 16-game season running to mid-late July. Whoever is top of the regular season standings come July 25th will be heading to the 4th Inter-Provincial Women's Championships later this year in August, as Friesen not showing any ill effects from that shoulder injury, putting on the jets and sent crashing to the deck, and a good tackle there as the ball comes in. Merck Yee sticks out a leg, directs it goalward, but Lewin, fantastic save to keep that one out. It looked like it was going to get put away initially by Jessica Merck. It just bounced off her straight onto the outstretched leg of Yee. She couldn't get the power on it, and Sarah Lewin doing well to get down to keep that one out. Burnaby, time is quickly running out for them to try and find the equaliser here. If they can get it in the next couple of minutes, it's going to set up a grandstand finish from both these sides. Both really need to try and get the victory here if they want to keep their championship hopes alive, you kind of feel. Still a long way to go, of course, in the season. Heading into this, Burnaby were sitting in 7th, TSS in 6th. If this result stands, TSS will move up to 6 points. That will still have them 6 points off the leaders. Altitude topping the table, with Unity equal on 12 points with them. For Burnaby, it's going to be a long season to play out, and they'll be 9 points off first place. Bit of hesitation there from Jessica Merck, allows Ends to nip in and take that one away. Connell, little touch inside to her twin sister Bella from Katie there, but not enough room to try and get her to get that one out of the turf. And TSS will happily break this one up. Thank you for taking in the action with us this afternoon. Remember, you can follow the action all season long by downloading the League One Canada app. It's available in the Android and Apple stores. Free. You'll get the results, standings, scorers, live match updates from matches in League 1BC, League 1 Alberta and League 1 Ontario. And always check out League1BC.ca for all your news, stories, stats and more this 2025 League 1BC season. We'll have photographs from this game up on the AFTN Flickr account as well, so check the AFTN socials if you want to see photos from this game, and also the men's game that will be coming up live on YouTube at 3:30. Another game that could have huge repercussions in the final standings. Both teams will be looking to try and get a victory and try and chase down Kamloops United, who lead the way in the men's division, maybe somewhat surprisingly. They've had a very strong start to the season so far. Bishop, long ball forward for Yee to use her pace. Takes a touch. The overlapping run wasn't there, but Yee this time tries to thread that through, looking for Jessica Merck. But that will run through to Sarah Lewin, and she'll quickly get on with it. Friesen trying to close the kick-off down, and Lewin sends it up the pitch, but not really any black jerseys there, and TSS will be happy just to slow this down, keep hold of the ball. But they're kind of playing themselves into a little bit of danger here. Chu does well to touch and get that up the pitch. And then Yi with a stretch, but again closed down well by Ends. Ball forward, it's chested down by Lopez. Fraction offside though for the Burnaby striker, and we are going to get a substitution now. Delana Friesen obviously still feeling a little bit of effects from that injury, and she makes way after coming on as a sub at half time. And in the 86th minute, coming in is number 19, Clara Fisher-Credo. This is her third sub appearance of the season so far. An under 15 BC provincial champion with Fusion, and just off playing with Fusion 2007 girls team. And we're seeing Fisher-Credo taking up that striker role in a like-for-like swap with Friesen. Fisher-Credo and Yi leading the line for TSS in the last 3 minutes and change of the second half here. TSS looking for their second win of the season, technically the first one that they've achieved on the pitch. As I mentioned at the start of the broadcast, their first game of the year awarded to them after a substitution error from Evolution. That's given them their 3 points that they've got. This is the first 3 points that they have fully earned with a victory over 90 minutes. As the referee just over checking on an injury at the far side there. Didn't quite see who it was that got the injury there. But anyway, Burnaby now back in to action. Eva Rodriguez, the pass was on there to Michaela Hunter, but decided not to go for it and went back instead. Ball played forward, looking for somebody, but Van Dolder back again. Dangerous ball played in, but TSS will handle that well. The clearance only as far as Hunter. She heads that down, but Merck over doing well to take that one away from D-Rom. Farimo, she's got time to pick out the pass, looks for Fisher-Credo, but it's well read by Burnaby. Lopez trying to bring that one down, just wasn't falling kindly for her, and she's swarmed by a couple of red jerseys, and TSS win it back. As we move into the last minute of regulation here. Keep an eye on the fourth official for time to get added on. TSS will just be looking to keep hold of the ball. There's been a few stoppages in this half. Wouldn't be surprised to see an extra 4 or 5 minutes indicated by the fourth official. As Chu plays that forward for Farimo. Does well to hold on to it and turns away, tries to send that one in, looking for Yi. Headed clear though by McAdam. Campbell now, and that's just got too much on it. Yi is fast, not that fast, and that will run behind for a Burnaby goal kick. Burnaby looking to make one last substitution, it seems, as we head into stoppage time. No indication yet from the fourth official for how much time is going to get added on. There's 2 balls somehow on the pitch. Not quite sure how they both ended up in the middle of the park. And not the best throw from the referee there, it has to be said. That's just going to allow this to get made. It's going to be minimum of 4 minutes time to get added on here in stoppage time. As Camille Berg in a little bit of discomfort there, looking to see if that might be the substitution that Burnaby are making, but seems to be a bit of confusion on the Burnaby bench, and it's like it's their time that they're wasting right now, so they really need to decide what they are doing here. I think because Berg has gone down with a little bit of an injury, they're holding on for the substitution. And Berg is not moving freely out there. Yeah, she can hardly run. I think they need to get her off the pitch. They're as pretty much playing a player down at the moment. But full credit to Camille Berg, who's trying to run herself through that pain.
Referee has indicated and that there will be an extra 4 minutes.
And TSS targeting Berg's position. And Yee almost wriggles her way through there. I think we'll probably see more than those minimum of 4 added on. There was a good minute or so wasted with that confusion over the substitution. As the ball comes through here for Fisher Credo, it's bouncing around, but again, great defensive play by Taylor Morris, who also seemed to kind of pull up a little bit lame there from that. Burnaby with a throw in just inside their own half. Michaela Hunter looking for some movement. Hunter stealing quite a few yards here, referee letting it go. Morris, it's a good long ball forward, but didn't quite get the direction needed to play in Katie Connell. And TSS are just happy to keep hold of the ball, knock it round the back line here. Strand, she's had a good first appearance in goal for the Rovers this afternoon. Nothing she could do with a beautiful finish from Camille Berg. As Burnaby are still trying to sort out their substitution here. We're into the last minute of the minimum of 4 that were indicated. I think we will get a little bit more though. As Hunter wins the ball back, spins round, plays that forward to Ends, but back doing great work, Jessica Merck. Bishop though gets that taken off her foot. It's kept alive by Burnaby. Rodriguez. Well read by Chu and chased down well in the end by Connell, and we are finally going to see this substitution now, and it's Cassia Crozier that is coming on for Burnaby, and it is Camille Berg that is going to make way, the goal scorer for Burnaby. If you didn't see the goal, put it back to the 22nd minute. You don't want to miss that one. It's a great strike from the right back. And it's a like-for-like replacement, an 18-year-old fullback for an 18-year-old fullback, as the North Van native Crozier comes on for the closing moments of this one. Yee picks the ball up. TSS will just want to keep hold of it just now and try and run these dying seconds off the clock. Creda Fisher gives it back to Yee, and she plays that out to Chu. Can she keep this in? Yes, she can. She crosses it into the near post. Lewin quickly off her line to deal with that. Time running out fast here for Burnaby if they want to get the equaliser. They scored a late winner in the match-up here last year. Can they find a late equaliser this time around? And it was the right idea, but that ball just skipped ahead there of Peyton Enns, and that might be the last chance gone for Burnaby. And indeed it is. Referee Miguel Carrillo blows the final whistle, and it's a 2-1 win for TSS Rovers in the Burnaby derby. Burnaby opened the scoring in the 22nd minute with Camille Berg's great finish as the ball came to her. Headed clearance from a corner. In the 45th minute, Katie Bishop tied it up at 1 apiece, getting on to a Sophia Ferrimo through ball, and then decided in the 72nd minute, Delana Friesen, her first goal of the season. All three goal scorers, in fact, this afternoon grabbing their first goal of the 2025 campaign, getting a nice touch forward from Claire Yee, going in and goal and tucking it away past Sarah Lewin. That gives TSS their second official win of the 2025 season. The AFTN unofficial players of the game for this one, for Burnaby, I've got to give it to number 24, Taylor Morris. The centre-back put in a fantastic defensive display all afternoon for Burnaby. And for TSS, a few good contenders, it has to be said. But I really like to play in the back as well of the number 15, Erin Van Dolder. She's going to get my AFTN player of the game for TSS. And we'll be back with the second of our double headers in just over half an hour as Burnaby take on TSS in men's division action. It's two teams level on points, both looking for a win, and it could be a crucial win come the end of the season. You don't want to miss that one. If you're not coming back for this second game, thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. If you are, we'll see you in half an hour. It should be an absolute cracker.